Hey listeners, welcome back to The Dreadful Dialogue, a podcast where we chat about all things horror. I'm Elise. I got my co-host Kristen with me. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad. Super excited. What movie are we covering today?
Today is the 1994 amazing cult classic Serial Mom. I couldn't be more thrilled, honestly.
Me neither. I mean, I think we all have a little bit of serial mom in us. Like,
Totally.
I want to
This is
flip
one of
out
my,
sometimes.
right? This is honestly one of my most favorite movies ever. Like, I'm talking top 5. That's a big deal.
Really?
That's a big deal. Yes. I love this movie so much. I could
Yeah.
watch it every day. Well,
It's
maybe every week.
yeah. And when it first came out, I watched it like I'm pretty sure I watched it a few times a day. Me and my cousin Casey were like, I think either we had it on VHS or we rented it regularly, and it was always on like
Yeah.
Max or Showtime, whatever. What
Oh,
was it? Max
yeah.
back then,
Well, like
HBO.
HBO. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and so we watched it all the time. I freaking loved it. I still love it. I don't know if it's my top 5, but it's a top movie for sure.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with this movie. I watch it a lot.
Yeah, it's great.
So good. So when was the first time you watched Serial Mom? Do you
Uh,
remember?
I don't remember the first time. I'm pretty sure I watched it on cable, and then I was just hooked. Like I said, I was one of those movies. I just probably watched it all the time. I had like certain movies, and they weren't all just horror movies or dark comedy movies that I watched over and over. Like I think this came out. It said it came out like in April, so that would make sense. Like I remember watching it during the summer a lot, and it came out
Mm-hmm.
in 1994.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I was 82. I was like 12 years old. Yeah,
12?
that was my heyday of movie watching. Like
Yeah.
we were cousins shared is like cousins shared. I like to joke like summer shared together. Like I had a set of cousins that lived across the street from each other, and there was two
Okay.
sisters and their brother and sister, and we were and then I lived further away, but I was always at their houses during the summer, so I'd be for
Right.
days on a time, and we would watch this movie over and over, and it was never not funny. I loved it.
I agree. Yeah. It is so good. I remember watching it like probably on HBO. And then renting it a whole bunch, like constantly. Every time we went to the old school A to Z video, because we didn't get Blockbuster until like 2000. Not gonna lie, like I lived in a really small town, but anyway, yeah. My mom would be like, "Again?" I'm like, "Stop it, okay? Don't you dare!" I'm like, "How dare you?" Piss all over Matthew Lillard, mom. Like I love him so much. He's
Little
one of my
did,
favorite actors.
yeah, little did we know how big he was going to. You get like those
Yeah.
Scream when you watch Scream and you see him in the he's hanging out with Randy in the video store. I love seeing him
Right.
in these scenes in the video store. It's like little did we know
Right.
what a horror king he was going to become, and like the whole video store vibe. Yeah,
I
I'm pretty sure I
know.
watched it on cable, and then we probably had it on me and my cousin always had like VHS that we would just watch over and over and over, and
Right.
this is one of them for sure.
I probably recorded it off of HBO on like a blank
Mhm.
VHS.
Yeah, we did that a lot too,
I
for
did
sure.
that a lot.
We had to do
Yeah.
that with music as well. You're like recording
Oh,
it off the
yeah.
radio. Yeah.
Yes. That was a big deal. So, do you want to hit me with a synopsis?
Yeah.
You got one?
So I got one.
All right.
Serial Mom is a dark comedy directed by John Waters that follows Beverly
Yeah.
Sutphin. Her name was always good.
Sutphin.
Sutphin. Okay. Every time they said it, I had to like listen closely. A seemingly perfect suburban housewife whose wholesome exterior hides a murderous temper. When everyday annoyances like bad manners, wearing white shoes after Labor Day push her over the edge, she embarks on a killing spree while maintaining her image as the ideal wife and mother. As her crimes attract media attention and turn her into a bizarre celebrity, the film gleefully skewers suburban hypocrisy, true crime obsession, and America's fascination with violence. And this is all anchored by Kathleen Turner's iconic performance.
What a gem. And I have a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Kathleen Turner had to fight to get this role. They did not want to give it to her. The studio did not want to give it to her. They said she was too serious of an actress. Meanwhile, the studio wanted, listen to this freaking
Love
list.
it. Yeah.
Okay? They wanted Julie Andrews, Meryl Streep, Kathy Moriarty, Christine Baranski, Kathy Bates, or Glenn Close to play Beverly Sutphin. And Kathleen Turner's like, no, I am multidimensional. I could do this. I could do this. And John Waters was like, you know what? Let's do it. Give it to
Yeah.
her. I believe in her. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just crazy. It is crazy that they thought she was too serious. When you compare this list,
Meryl Streep?
I mean,
You said Meryl Streep, right? Did I hear
yeah,
that?
Meryl Streep, Glenn Close, Julie Andrews, The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews.
I even heard a rumor that they wanted that they were even considering Roseanne Barr, which I could see because of She Devil.
Yeah. Oh,
And I
yeah,
could see
She-Devil.
Meryl Streep because of Death Becomes Her and She Devil as well.
Sure.
No, Kathleen Turner nailed this shit.
She is everything. She is everything. It wouldn't have been the same without her. So yeah, this cast is pretty awesome. We have Kathleen Turner, we have Sam Waterston, we have Ricky Lake, Matthew Lillard, as I said before. He's near and dear to my heart. Yeah, and you know, when they're in the courtroom, we have Suzanne Summers.
Yeah,
she's
getting
gonna
nice play.
Yeah.
Out
yeah. She wants to play the TV version
of the Serial Mom. Yeah.
Yeah. So really good cast.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
a lot of ancillary characters are in this too.
yeah. I know Sam Waterston. I'm not a huge Law and Order fan, but he was like Law and Order. I know him from Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie. There we
He's
go.
one of the male characters in that. I love him in that. But yeah, he nailed it. He plays such the like wholesome straight dad because that's what this family is, right? Right from the beginning, right when it opens up, we get this like stereotypical wholesome family. They're eating breakfast, and the mom's like, "I'm making them fruit salad." I was like,
I know.
Salad for breakfast. I'm that bad person when you can get like fries or fruit. I'm like, I'm not getting fruit. I'm getting fries.
I mean, same. I didn't get this body from eating all the fruit, okay? But yeah, she's freaking hilarious. The family is amazing. Ricky Lake, I love Ricky Lake, and this is right before she had her talk show. Because I remember watching that a lot as a teenager.
Yes.
And then I've watched her older movies like Hairspray and Crybaby and stuff like that. So she really plays like this boy crazed. I don't think she's still in high school though, right? I think she's like college.
Because
early
the
college.
The guy who's picking her up and at the beginning is in college, and they're saying that like they're referring that they're college age, but I think she's like a young college age because she's still living at home. You can live at home, granted, but she didn't come off as like being close to graduating. She came off like she was a fairly young college student,
right? Yeah,
young adult.
She wasn't super independent. And then Matthew Lillard's in high school, and as you said before, he works at the movie store.
Yeah, the rental store.
Horror. Yeah, the horror rental store. And then he has his little girlfriend Birdie and his bestie. What's his bestie's friend? Scott,
yeah. He's played by Justin Whalen, which he's from, I think he's in like Child's Play 3. I'm not a huge Child's Play Chucky fan. I've seen him, but I'm not an expert on him. But I know he's in the franchise.
Right.
So, yeah, he plays his horn dog friend.
Dude, there's some scenes where I forgot. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
He was really going to town.
Exactly. He sure was. And he had a distinct style that
he sure did. He was something else. So with the movie, you know, it really does like this whole like cheerful sitcom style vibe. Do you think it makes the violence that Beverly does to her neighbors more disturbing or hilarious?
I think it makes it more hilarious. Like, I don't know. I don't find it disturbing because I'm like, I've always said like, be scared of your neighbors. Like, because you don't know what they do behind closed doors versus like people, like, especially now we're so withdrawn from our neighbors. Everybody has like an app and a camera and they don't like to answer their door. And I think it made it more funny that she's this wholesome person. Even the police officers, like, they're like very Beaver family, but instead of calling them like the Leave It to Beaver, they're very Cleaver family. Like, I love that this movie's like, it's not an in-your-face horror. Some people might argue it's not, that it's this very dark satirical comedy, and they freaking lean into it like so well.
Yes, they do.
So I like it. I like that they're like this wholesome family. You know, perfect family unit, one boy, one girl, mom and dad. Yeah.
Right. And like she's just fucking ripping through the neighborhood wearing her pearls in her like Toyota Camry station wagon.
Station wagon, yes. So 80s, 90s vibes right there. I love it.
It's so funny. So current day, like if we're thinking current day, what suburban sins would get that you do personally would get you killed by Beverly Sutphin?
Oh, which one's, I mean, I cuss. She's always, we don't use the brown word. She doesn't want them using the word shit. I say, I cuss. Shit. I'm pretty good. We don't have to worry about be kind and rewind because we live in the digital age. I'm not a big gum chewer, so that wouldn't affect me. I'm such a square. I wear my seatbelt because I've seen the safety of it.
Yeah.
But I just love, I don't know, the recycle. I live in California. We have to recycle. Even if you don't want to, you can get fined. I don't know where you live. I know there's some states I go visit family and I'm like, where's your recycle bin? They're like, we don't recycle. I'm like, oh shit, serial mom will get you.
Yeah, right? We recycle here. Don't worry.
yeah. I recycle. I'm married to, I mean, Paul's an environmental chemist. Like, you know, we're big on that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the white after Labor Day, I mean, I just don't wear a lot of white because I'm
me neither. I'm a fucking slob. Plus, like I'm like Casper Ghost White, so like I don't look good wearing light colors at all.
Yeah, so I mean, we're into horror, so we wear a lot of black.
Yeah, we wear a lot of black.
I think I might be safe now that did I miss any of her rules? I think I got all of them.
I know. I was trying to think too. I'm like, well, I will chew gum every now and then. I have a potty mouth, obviously. You've heard me on this podcast.
Yeah.
But like I recycle, I wear my seatbelt, I return the cart back to the cart return at the store. You know? So yeah, I think like my biggest offense would be like a potty mouth and chewing gum.
Yeah, I think that's what she get me for is the foul language. I do love to cuss.
Yeah.
And I keep it pretty in check on here, but it comes out.
Right. Do you think if this movie was made today, would this work for today? Like as we were reviewing like the suburban sins, quote unquote, would it work for today?
I think it would work, but I don't think it would hit the same because true crime is such a like popular genre. And of course, this came out like before the OJ trial, which, oh shit, it's like, did John Waters predict that with his scene? Like when they're chasing, like when they're following her around, which I found funny, like they're name dropping her as a suspect, but like she's just going to church and the cops are following her. I don't think it would hit the same, but like, I think it would be just as entertaining. I think what I also love is it would just play off of still what we had the Lifetime movies back then. We had the true crime stuff. We had unsolved mysteries, but now we have like even more. We have podcasts. We have like one of my favorite shows is Deadly Women and it's like this cheesy acting, terrible reenactments. And I think they do that on purpose. And I love ID. Like I could fall asleep watching Investigation ID channel.
Yeah.
So I think it would still work. I think it wouldn't hit the same. Like you'd have to change it. She'd have to be more of like a keyboard warrior. She's a bit of a Karen, but like a Karen you kind of root for. So they would have to modernize some of her things in that way. But I think it would hit still. Just not quite the same.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be as funny because like things are really dark, you know, like nowadays, but back then like all these little offenses when you look back, you're just they're not existent anymore, so it makes it more hilarious.
Yeah. I don't even know, maybe younger like audiences, I don't know if they would get some of the references.
Yeah.
In terms of like it's just such a normal it's like smoking, right? Like I crack up when it's like you used to like go places and they're like, oh, do you want to sit in a smoking section? And there was a smoking vending machine. And now it's like, it's so taboo and it's so socially unacceptable. Even though people do it, people like hide it down. They're more conscious of it, like of doing it around people. I mean, you can have jerks everywhere, but like most people don't just flaunt that they do it. And I feel like a lot of the things wouldn't be hidden as well. Like they wouldn't just put it on the forefront. Right, and maybe we're oversaturated with true crime content. I don't know. Now you got me double thinking. Maybe it wouldn't hit. I don't know. Yeah, they'd have to modernize her. They'd have to pick some other things that she is doing. Her rules would have to be different.
Right. I do think though, and let me know if you agree, if this like happened in real life and they made this a documentary, it would hit though.
Oh, it'd be a Netflix's splash. Yeah. And all the podcasters would be covering it. I mean, there's real trials that people, it took me a long time to like, all of a sudden I heard about the Karen Reed trial, and then Karen Reed trial, and
Oh
I was like,
gosh.
I had to follow it. And we have these landmark or hallmark cases that like we follow, as I'm a true crime junkie,
Yeah.
that you find yourself invested in. And then after I watched the documentaries, and then I watched which this comes off more like a reenactment. I watched the reenactments, and then you're trying to figure out like, how accurate is the reenactment, and which documentary do you watch? Because there's always a bias in it, right? Who's making the documentary? What are they trying to present to get you to believe? But I think this would totally be a 3-parter Netflix documentary if it was a real case in our present day, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So speaking of these murders, do you have a favorite?
Yes.
Oh, please tell me. I
like when she beats up. So she kills like 7 different people, I think I counted. My favorite is when she gets mad at the lady who got crazy with her son at the video store and refuses to rewind and has the nerve to badmouth the son for watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't remember the first. I don't remember, but he's watching Leatherface, right?
Yes,
and so
yes,
she's shaming him for that, and so the mom goes and she shows up to the lady's house, and the lady, like, who makes a rack of lamb like in the middle of the day, or a leg of lamb? I think it was a leg of lamb, right?
Yes, it was
Or
a leg of lamb.
Leg of lamb.
It was a leg of lamb. Yeah.
And she takes it and she just beats her and like kills her with it. That was my favorite one. Yeah.
And fucking Annie's playing in the background, like, like I can't look at Annie the same after this movie, you know?
Oh, well, the lady's getting her feet.
Ew. Oh.
Well, we don't kink shame, but that was not, don't do stuff with your animals. That's not cool.
That was like mommy's feet.
Like, I'm like I said, I understand people got their own things, and you're allowed to do what you want behind your closed doors with 2 consenting adults, or if you want more adults.
That's different. That's
human adults that are consenting, not your animal.
Of age. I would like to preface,
that's why I'm saying adults.
Yes, adults. But like, that one is so good. It's up there for me.
The music, the crescendo of the music, she's getting beaten with like, and she's so sweet to the dog, because the dog don't deserve to get hurt.
The dog didn't do shit. Like, that poor dog deserves to go on a vacation to Hawaii after dealing with that woman.
Yeah.
I really like that one. That one's up there for me. And I love the chase of Scotty, and then him being set on fire at the club on stage. I don't know if you know, but L7, the punk rock riot girl band, they're actually playing. They're in the movie, and that's the band that's playing on stage. And he's just on fire. They're all like, yeah! They think it's like part of the show.
And they're cheering it on, Serial Mom, Serial Mom, Serial Mom. Like, that's when you're like, yeah, this is like hilarious. Like, the people are really
so good. It's so good. Is there a kill that you're like, that you actually cringe at, or were they all hilarious in some aspects?
That one I kind of cringed at, because I kind of felt bad for him. Not that I cringed at any of them, but I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if he deserves. Like, I felt like out of all the people that she killed, I think he deserved it the least, because like, she was I guess she was mad at him because he never wore his seatbelt. I think because he kind of was like one of the first ones to figure it out, and he was following her. But like, I feel like the other ones deserved it. Like I feel like the dentist's wife, like, she had it coming.
She had it coming, and he was an asshole too.
They both were.
The patient's wife and her,
or not the dentist's wife. Sorry, because her husband. Beverly's husband is a dentist. His patient's wife, she was a petty bitch. She was a bitch, calling and like punking him, like, listen, he's gonna come in on a Saturday, because the husband of Beverly, what's his name, Eugene, I think.
Eugene, yeah.
He's like, oh, I don't work. I'm gonna go bird watching with the wife today, and then the other wife gets on. Listen, he's coming in at 10 a.m. and you're gonna see him. And I'm like, bitch, like, he's allowed to have a life. Like, we've all been there. Like, we've all had days where we feel horrible, and you're at the emergency room, or urgent care, or you're waiting to be seen. But it's like, look, we all gotta wait our turn. And it's like, he doesn't work on Saturdays. He's a dentist. That's an office hours kind of guy. Like, go pay for an emergency. A doctor, like those dentists that charge emergency. Amount,
or like go to the hospital, go on some antibiotics and a pain med until you can get in with the dentist on Monday.
Yeah,
like, come on. I really
so
like
she
what
deserved.
She deserved it. And I love when Beverly just chucks those freaking scissors at her.
Mhm.
That was epic. I like
Yeah,
that.
she did good with that.
Yeah. I think the one I kind of was like, ew, but not really, was when she ran over Chip's teacher in the
The
beginning.
teacher in me felt bad because I have
Yes,
nightmares.
right? You have nightmares of that. Like this, she like rolls up to what, like parent teacher conference and whatever, and she's
Mhm.
like, "I made you a fruit cake. Who makes a fruit cake and gives it away as a gift anymore, right?" But yeah, so and then he's like shitting on Chip and oh, them horror movies are not good for
Yeah.
him.
Granted the teacher, I think the teacher was out of line getting on the mom. It's
Right?
like about like who cared, like it was silly
It
what
was
he
so
was
weird.
complaining about. It's like that's not your business. Like
Right.
the kid wasn't doing anything violent. Like he's just
Yeah.
doing his drawings. Like he's hating on little horror nerd kids basically.
So
But
rude.
I don't think he should have got ran over for it. And he was
I
chewing gum,
mean,
so that didn't help.
yeah, double offense. I mean, I think it was more like the splat and just noise. Like I was just like, ew, just a minor ew. I wasn't like
Yeah.
offended or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought he was out of line for shitting on Chip like that too. I'm like, how dare you? The horror dorky girl in me was so offended.
Yeah, like I get it. I get mom, she was in mama mode, like, but she didn't need to
Mhm.
go that far.
Right? So, with all the kills that Beverly does and harassing, let's not forget the harassment she
Oh my
does
god, I
to
love
Dottie
it.
to Dottie Hinkle, who
Her-
is a fucking bee from hell. Like she has the really overly permed hair. So
It's the
90s.
red hair, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't she in Edward Scissorhands?
That's Meek Stoll, right? The lady. I don't know what
I
else
think
Meek Stoll has been in. I
maybe
looked her
I'm
up and I
wrong.
forgot. Which I think she's a John Waters regular because he's kind of one of those
Yeah.
people that he likes to reuse a lot of his actors, and he's got a lot of movies. Like I heard that like Serial Mom is one of his very mild movies. I've seen Cry Baby, I've seen Hairspray, and I've seen this one, and he has a whole
He has a
bunch of
lot.
other movies. Like they even, what does he call himself? Like I'd have to look it up. John Waters calls himself the Pope of Trash and the Duke of Dirt
I love it.
because he's known for his bad taste. Yeah, he's got other movies like Pink Flamingos, Female Trouble. There's a ton of movies. He has a whole, like, I guess his heyday was in the 70s and this is the 90s. This is closer
Yeah.
to, and he wasn't as popular and this is one of his more mild movies. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine. But yeah, I think Mink Stoll is one of his regulars.
One of his yeah, I'm pretty sure too. I just can't
I mean,
remember.
Tracy Lords is in a few of his.
Yeah.
Ricky
Yeah.
Lake
And
ends up being
Ricky
in a
Lake,
few.
obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the obscene phone calls because like I the prank call was such a big deal in the 90s. And this is
Yes.
before like what was it, Star 67, Star 69.
Star 69, where you could read if so listeners who don't know, when we had house phones, you didn't have a way to know you just said hello. There was no, not like
Yeah.
your cell phone where it tells you who's calling. People don't even call
Right.
them, right? They just text.
Right.
And then you just say hello. And if it was a prank call or somebody calling to play a joke on you, you couldn't do anything about it. Then we eventually got Star 69 where it would automatically redial them. Then we had caller ID, but people could
Caller
block their
ID.
caller ID. But like prank calls were like so fun. Back in
Oh,
the day.
yeah.
I was guilty of them. So what were we saying about this prank call?
So yeah, so it starts off with like the prank calling and stuff, and she just really lets it rip with the shit she says to Dottie Ankle. And I kind of felt bad for her for a little bit, and then you saw her true colors, and I was like, you know what? You deserve to be called a pussy willow.
What did she say I love, well, because that's when the movie opens, right? Like they come up,
Yeah.
and I love how like the movie's like embracing this wholesomeness, right? The cops are like riding like 8 or something in the morning. I love that they do it like a documentary.
Yeah.
They timestamp everything. What day,
Yes.
and the cops show up and they're like, oh, you know, your neighbor Dottie's been getting a rash of these inappropriate letters, and they show it to them, and it's again old school serial killer with the cutout magazines,
Yeah.
and it's all, I'll get you, pussy face. Who would like a pussy face? I'm sorry. Me and my friends, when we were younger, we call each other like torta face. Like, I mean, that's like a Latino, whatever, torta face. Like, you're a pan face. Like, which pan is another word for pussy. So I'm like, I guess, but I'm like, I don't know if I put that in a letter. I don't want to put it something like way darker. And the way
funny.
she sets her up when she goes to, as soon as they leave, as soon as the cops leave, she does her prank calls, and then she goes to the house and she's like, and she sees she has pussy willows, I guess plant
the
flower.
the flower
Like,
plant.
are those pussy willows? And she's like, what did you? And Dottie's like, what did you say? She's like, pussy willows. Pussy
willows.
Wait, oh my God, you nailed Kathleen Turner's voice.
Oh, when I'm sick, I really sound like her when I talk. I'm like, hello. I can't do it now. Only when I'm sick. But yeah, she's like, you pussy willow. And
Dottie knows.
Dottie knows.
At that point, she knows.
Dottie knows, and she's like horrified. And let me tell you, Beverly is so conniving, so manipulative that she throws it on her face without a care in the world. And when she's making her like serial killer-esque letters out of the magazines, she's using the other bitch neighbors' unrecycled shit magazines. What's her name?
Oh gosh, she's like the smartest.
Ackerman, right?
Miss Ackerman.
Rosemary Ackerman.
Is it Miss Ackerman? No.
Yes, because the husband and wife were Sterner.
Okay.
And the teacher was something else with a S.
If we got it wrong, oh well. The other neighbor lady that doesn't recycle.
I'm pretty sure is Miss Ackerman.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, she uses her garbage magazines because she doesn't recycle. So she's like planting the seed, like, oh, it's not me.
Yeah.
Look at me. I would never call you pussy willow.
She's a genius. She's a maniacal genius because she always has like a way out. Like when the cops came to like hit her up about the letter, she starts like, she makes herself like Snow White looking at the birds. And she's like, look at the little birds. She's like bird calling to them. Yeah.
She loves the birds. Yeah.
She turns it around with the like you said, she uses the magazine letters. She knows when she hits the teacher that like the girl who saw is like a pothead and like a junkie, and the people aren't gonna the stoner girl, they're calling her, like nobody's gonna take her serious. Like she's like, I'm not worried about that witness. Like she is plotting, and them freaking garbage men that she talks to about
they're like her besties.
Dude, I love those guys.
She runs out and gives them little bottles of like mini vodka that you would get on like an airplane or a hotel. And they're like, thanks, Mrs. Sutphin. Like they love her so much.
Yeah,
everything.
Gus and Sloppy, right? I think is it Sloppy? It's hard to understand.
I think it was Sloppy. I'm pretty sure.
Sloppy or Shorty?
I don't have it. I don't have it here. And
but they're played by Buzz Howard. Yeah, Buzz Howard plays Gus, and the other guy is Alan J. Wendell, which Alan J. Wendell's been in Crybaby and Hairspray. But that is another one of my favorite scenes. Like after she's doing her prank call, she almost gets caught by Miss Ackerman, goes over there, messes around, breaks freaking Dottie's like Franklin mint thing to like
the Franklin mint.
Yeah, to get the heat off of her.
Yeah,
rolls out of there, and then later she's at home and she's like bird watching, and then you think she's about to go get the neighbor Miss Ackerman because she sees Miss Ackerman is not recycling. But dude, Miss Ackerman gets saved because the garbage men show up, and she runs out with the little airplane shots, and she's like, a little drink never hurt nobody. And she is the ultimate, what we would say as a Mexican, we would say a chismosa, like a gossiper. Yeah. She's the ultimate gossiper. And I just love the conversation that these two have. Like, first it starts with one of them calls Miss Ackerman. They're like, that goddamn litter bugger. And then they just have this this litter bugger. Like, even these dudes, they're so like the ultimate level of petty with her. And then
they don't like her at all. They're definitely on Bev's side.
Yeah, I gotta take a moment to say some of their lines because they're great.
Please do.
So one of them calls her a little bugger, and the other one points out, and Beverly points out, it takes 90 to 100 years for a tin can to decompose. She still won't recycle. And then the other one, I love Gus is like, cost the taxpayers millions of dollars last year, but she don't care nothing about the national budget. It's like, they're bringing in the national budget. You know what? It is Miss Ackerman, because then one of them's I hate Miss Ackerman, and the other one says, I hate her too. I hate her guts. Like the three of them are just going to town, and then one of them suggests it, right? I think Sloppy said, somebody ought to kill her, and the other one goes, yeah, give her a happy face, and he like
Happy face.
on his neck he
Yes,
draws like a happy face, like they're gonna cut her.
like
He's
Black
and then
Dahlia.
recycle her. Yeah. And I love Beverly. She's like, for the sake of this planet, somebody just might.
Yeah. She's
Trust
like,
you.
don't fear, my friends. I got you. Yeah.
They saved her at first, but then they just put it in her head even more because you thought she was
Right.
gonna go get her when she was watching her. And then
Oh,
she's
yeah.
distracted, but nope, they go on, they get their gossipy, and they put it in her head like, you're right, somebody does need to kill this lady.
Right?
And they are her ride or
So
die
good.
because they have her back later in the movie.
Yes, they do. They are her like groupie fan base when she's at her court trial,
Yeah.
which that whole thing is wild. But like for me, and I know this is probably one of the reasons why I go to therapy is because I like secretly root for Beverly. I'm just like, you know what? I fucking hate these people too. They're terrible. I don't like people. I don't go outside and socialize if I don't have to. I'm not going to kill them. I just want to put that on the record. But you're just like, yeah, she's a crazy ass and you can't help but love her.
Yeah, like I said, we all have a little serial mometer. It's just a matter of like we don't crack. That's why I watch horror movies. I get I watch Beverly do her shenanigans, and then I realize I'm not going to choose violence today.
Yeah.
I'm not going to crack.
Exactly. Speaking of cracking, so you mentioned the Franklin mint egg.
Oh yeah, that
right, that broke.
Yeah.
So Miss Ackerman and Beverly, they go to like some kind of like flea market kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And she wants to get the Fabergé egg. And while they're there, that's when Beverly sees the guy that her daughter is supposed to be dating. And he like blew her off for like this hot, like, well, quote unquote, hot.
Tracy Lord, she is hot.
I mean, she's hot, but like, yeah.
But it's mean to Ricki Lake. It's not to say Ricki Lake isn't a pretty girl, but they clearly made the way they're dressing her and her makeup, she's supposed to be the bombshell as Tracy Lord's.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, Miss Ackerman is a shady lady because she's like, well, this is $50 and it has a chip on it. And she's pissed off she won't get a discount. So she switches the price tags of the fire poker and she buys it for $2. And then Beverly sees the boyfriend, date, whatever guy.
Yeah. I think is it Kevin?
Kyle?
I
think
it's Carl.
Whatever. We don't know. Guy.
Kevin, Carl, the college guy that Ricki Lake thought, even though Ricki Lake's a little boy crazy, this is the first guy she's boy crazy for. She's also hitting on the cop and hitting on the reporter later.
Yes, her hormones are freaking on the loose here. So Kevin, Kyle, Carl is spotted and he goes to the restroom and Beverly's like, I see Kevin, Kyle, and she grabs the fire poker and she just is like her with him in the bathroom, and when she pulls it out, the fucking liver on the edge.
Yes.
Exactly. And another thing that made me cry laughing, and I am such a sick person, like I need help, but when they take Kevin, Carl, Kyle out on the stretcher, they don't even have him fully zipped up. Like that would never happen in real life. That would never happen. So you just see him and he's like, bleh. And like Beverly's just putting the fire poker back and she has like blood stain on her fucking Reeboks. Her white Reeboks.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That part.
Miss Ackerman's like, you got some poo on your shoe.
You got a little doo-doo.
You got a little doo-doo on your shoe. That's right, it's doo-doo. And she's like, ew. What's funny is it's like, you wouldn't just like kind of like, you would go outside and like try to clean it properly. Yeah. It's like, she don't have that's when I'm like, Beverly's maniacal. She don't got no shame. Yeah. She knows that's blood. That's like some blood guts type stuff on her shoe, but she don't care. She ain't getting caught because she knows that's Miss Ackerman's poker. So she gonna plan it right back for her. She's always like, a step ahead. Like, how am I not gonna get caught doing?
And I think that's why she doesn't kill Miss Ackerman, because that's going to be her fallout. Like that's her fallback.
Well, she's won over Miss Ackerman, right? Because when she broke to take the heat off of her, when Dottie was figuring out that she's the one calling her a pussy face.
Pulls it wrong.
Yeah, she's the one. She throw, again, back to this Franklin. She threw that Franklin Mint item, like figurine, on the floor, and then she's like, "Oh my god!" Like she blames it on other people
On
and gets away
Dottie.
with it, and rolls out because it's Miss Ackerman's actually Franklin Mint. So
Right.
Miss Ackerman has no clue she broke your item. She's blaming it on Dottie after she's outing herself, and then she's gonna win you over. Like, come on, let's go to the flea market. We'll get you and do it, and then uses her poker. After that, it was price switched
to kill Kevin, Kyle, Carl, and like it's just insane to me. It's insane.
And it's just like on the scene, like on the moment, on the fly, plotting here. It's not like she woke up and decided today's the day I'm gonna start killing. Like it took the teacher kicked it off, and then it just kept on going.
Like, yeah, this happens over a weekend.
Yeah, like 2 days or something, right?
Barely. Barely. So all of this shit happens. She finally gets caught. It's the slow chase to church, which is freaking hilarious.
And that's what's gonna get you, like OJ. Like, I don't know where you were when the OJ Simpson. Like, I remember it being a big deal. Like watching the news. Like this was like the equivalent without like a TV crew. There's like the whole thing. I love they go to church.
Yeah.
The topic is capital punishment.
I know.
Like for the sermon.
I was dying. That was epic. Like the satirical element of this movie is just too damn good. It is genius.
And the more you watch it, the more you catch.
Yeah. And like it's so crazy how all of this came to fruition before the OJ shit went down, because like that was such a big deal in our culture. And I remember like trying to stay home from summer camp. My mom and dad would be like, "You guys are going to summer camp. You're getting out of the house." And like we would sneak home so we could watch the OJ trial.
Yeah, because that happened in, I think,
it was a big deal.
Yeah, that happened. I looked it up because I was curious about that. So OJ Simpson, like his date that he was running around was June 17th, 1994. I didn't look up his trial, but I mean that was in June. But the movie Serial Mom was released on April 13th of the same year. So that means it was probably filmed the year before. So this was all clearly before O.J. Simpson went on the run and before O.J. Simpson's trial. I mean,
so is John Waters psychic?
I mean, and then there's a Bill Cosby reference where they call Bill Cosby a weirdo. Did you catch that?
Yes.
That's Bill Cosby was doing his dirty deeds before this.
Right. But it was on the DL and nobody knew.
Yeah, I think it was the one. Oh my God, I love that There's the one comedian that was talking about it. He was from Broad City. What's his name? Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I mean, it wasn't in the pub. I mean, other than within, the Hollywood circle of people who knew, like, it wasn't knowledge for us common people to know Bill Cosby's. I mean, the only reference I did catch that he didn't catch early was the Paul Rubens thing. He does make fun of Paul Rubens as well, like with the
he calls him a weirdo.
Yeah, so he calls, like, they make fun of Bill Cosby ahead of all the weird stuff. They make fun of Paul Rubens. That was already post scandal of Paul Rubens.
Right.
But then, like, they don't say O.J. Simpson because of course they can't. But it's like, damn, this really mirrored that. Anyway, back to the slow chase scene.
Yeah. So I mean, and this all goes hand in hand. We usually do go on a tangent, but this actually does go hand in hand because the slow chase scene was literally what happened in real time with OJ. So yeah, watching this again as an adult, it really brought me back to all of that. So anyway, so she gets in trouble. She gets caught. The whole court like scenes are hilarious to me. Now, I've read some people think they're too much and they shouldn't have happened. I think if they weren't in the movie, it would have been lame. Like what? Yeah. Oh, she either gets away with it, or it's over and she's in jail and she's
you needed those.
She's begging Eugene to bake a nail file and a cake for her. Like, I don't know. Like we needed the courtroom.
Well, I mean, she would have been great at that, right? Because we didn't even talk about the fact that she allegedly would write Manson and Bundy, and she had tapes from Bundy. Yes. So she would have been good at asking for a nail file and a cake. Which that's John Waters' voice, by the way, on that tape. That the husband finds of Ted Bundy, professing his love to her right before he's gonna get killed.
He's like, it's like 24 hours before I'm executed, and I just want you to know, I really like you, Beverly.
You're like, oh, okay. We figure out her kink. Yeah. And then after that, she has her wild sex scene with her husband.
Yeah, that really got her loins going.
They had to use a trampoline for that scene. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
The bounce.
Don't watch this with your kids.
The height of that was just.
Yeah, don't watch this movie with your kids. I don't know what it's rated, but it's definitely not PG. It's definitely should be rated R.
Oh,
it's like tongue in cheek rated R. Well, I mean, there's even the nudity that the little boys reading.
We shouldn't have been watching this either at the ages we were.
I know.
It was the 90s.
I was 12. Yeah.
The 90s, nobody gave a fuck.
TV was our babysitter. Latchkey kids.
It was. So one of the best scenes. Well, there's two scenes I really love in the courtroom. One is when she pulls a Ted Bundy move, by the way, when she's like, I'm firing my lawyer. I'm representing myself. And Ted Bundy did that IRL.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I love that nod, even though he's a sick, sadistic freak. But anyway.
But John Waters knew what he was doing, putting that in there.
Exactly. So she's like cross-examining somebody and she's literally flashing her cooter. Like she's
doing the basic instinct. Yeah. She's doing the basic instinct movida that Sharon movida is not a real word. That's Elisa's slang. It's not a real word for just like the move. She's doing the Sharon Stone movida so that he gets distracted. I mean, again, she's maniacal. I mean, everybody knows in real life if you represent yourself, like
there's something.
You don't do that.
There's something wrong with you if you think you're going.
She manages to discredit every single witness, including that guy.
Like you said before, she's like 50 steps ahead of everybody. So yeah, she woos this man with her cooter. And I was like, you know what? I'm not surprised after the height that her and Eugene had in the bed. I'm not surprised. Like that cooter can work miracles.
It's the golden. For people that are watching the video now, they'll see what I'm doing.
But anyway, so I really love that one, and of course, I'm pretty sure we both agree that the white shoes after Labor Day, like there's juror number 7,
no, 8. I think it's number 8. I think it's number 8.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
This pettiness of Beverly. Oh my gosh.
Beverly can't let it go.
No.
And juror number 8 was like, girl, we got you. We love you. We know you're innocent. And she still takes her out at the end.
Yeah, like she's bothering her when she has her lawyer, like the whole time. She's like, the lawyer's literally like giving, I don't know, courtroom lingo. He's out there giving his dialogue, like saying something.
Yeah.
And she's like, come here. Like she's trying to get his attention. And she's got her pen and she's like pointing at the paper. She's pointing at her paper, like, listen. And she's like, juror number 8 is wearing white shoes after Labor Day. And the lawyer's like, what the fuck? Are you serious, lady? Like, but again, the level of pettiness, like she's like upset. Like, I have to let him know, like this chick is she's breaking a law. I mean, I love that. That's the whole reason she hated Dottie, right? Was Dottie stole her parking spot, which I'd be pretty petty about too, but I wouldn't try to kill somebody or hassle them, calling them a pussy face in the mail. But her level of petty, she's so mad about this whole white shoes after Labor Day.
She can't
she
let
takes
it go.
her out after she's found innocent. And juror number 8 is even calling somebody right on the phone
in a phone booth. Like how old, right? A phone booth in the middle of a courthouse. So crazy. So takes out juror number 8, even though juror number 8 was like singing her praises, loved her to death. Well, literally loved her to death because she's dead now. Yeah,
she was innocent. I the whole time, like she's calling home to somebody and like giving praises to Beverly. She's like, the fashion has changed. She don't care. Beverly takes her out.
Beverly's like, no, ma'am. I'm sorry, you're wrong. And it's hilarious because like the whole family and all the courtroom groupies are there and they hear like the scream and they see the blood. And like Suzanne Summers is just like, I'm supposed to play her. And like, there's like this whole like mini scene where you see her like mimicking Beverly's words at the end. I didn't write them down, of course. Why would I? That would require effort. But like, I really like that scene too because they're all like, what are we gonna do when we bring her home?
After she's like acquitted or found innocent, they're like, the husband's like, what are we gonna do now? And the son's like, bring her home. I guess like one of them says that. But what's great is like they're capitalizing, right? They're selling merch. The son is like looks like a little Hollywood wannabe. He's like, we're gonna get, I don't know if he says Barbara Walters or somebody, whoever's big at the time. We're gonna get
Joan Rivers.
Yeah, we're gonna get the exclusive with Joan Rivers. And like they're like doing, and even like I think Ricky, like the daughter's like, get your serial mom shirt. She's my mom and she's a serial mom. Like something silly. Like I don't have the quote for quote, but just like their level of like they're all They
I
all
think
think
she
she's not
says,
going to be found innocent. They're like,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, oh crap. And she even tells her boyfriend, the reporter that she hooks up with now. She's like, you
Oh
better
yeah.
impress my mom or you're in trouble.
Or you're dead like Kevin Kyle Carl. Like you're goner,
Carl.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chip and Misty really they kind of flip-flop a lot where they're like they want to support their mom, but then they're terrified of her at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. The kid.
But like with Eugene, I just see like sheer terror on his face. Like he's like, "What?"
Yeah. And the new boyfriend of
Yeah,
Misty,
yeah.
Ricky Lake's.
Misty.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
thing. He's like, oh no, I'm actually going to have to like get to know your mom. She's not going to be locked up.
I'd be like, "You want to move away
Yeah.
ASAP." But yeah, that was so funny. I was surprised to see that people weren't fond of the courtroom scenes. I thought they
Loved
were
them.
hilarious and we needed them.
Yeah. I mean, that was part of what made it like because John Waters makes it seem like it's like at the beginning, this is a true story. Like he makes it seem like it's a real
Yes.
true crime doc or reenactment. Like you had to have that.
Yeah. I thought that was so clever. And I don't know about you, but I really think like yeah, it's not like super scary or suspenseful,
No.
but it's enough where it's extremely entertaining and the satirical element of the movie is just everything. Like that's what really makes the movie. We were talking about the kills before. There were some really good ones, some where you're like, whatever. But when you break down like the way that she thinks and her habits and stuff like that, it's just genius.
Yes. Yeah.
I really love it.
I love those kind of movies. Like there's so many movies like that I love. Like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead does it really well. I
Yes.
think when we did Buffy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, the same thing. It kind of uses the satirical type of
Yeah.
presentation. And I think this one it nails it so well compared to a lot of other movies. It's great.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the courtroom. I forgot. I need to
Yes,
shout
please
back
do.
out again. I have to show more love to the garbage men because these
Yes.
dudes. Okay, first when she almost got arrested the first time, right? When she's at church,
Yeah.
they had her
Yeah.
back. These dudes are punching police officers and rooting for Beverly. Like again, they're Beverly's right. And then at the courtroom, another way she discredits one of the witnesses. Is it a witness?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you know, they say, oh, well, we know that she was writing the letters and this and that. And they're talking about how she was the one to do the letters with the magazines. And she goes, is it wrong? Why are you going through people's trash? This was actually somebody else's trash. She goes, and besides, look what we found in your trash. And they find like smutty magazines. It's like,
They were
would
bad.
would that even make you like, that would not technically discredit a person? But
Right.
again, this is satire. It's like, it's not real. Like, it's enough for the jury and the whole courtroom to be like, like shocked that this guy is reading this bad stuff. And in the audience, like in the courtroom audience, the two garbage men are like, yeah, like as if because they got, woo, because they're the ones that got it out of his trash and got him discredited. It's like, I love those two. They're the only ones that like from the get-go, they're like down with it. Like her son is pretty down that she's a serial mom, but these two are like rooting for her and helping her get off.
they never waver their support for Beverly at all. They are ride or die for her until the bitter end. You're right about that.
Yeah. So that's another favorite part of the courtroom, that the fact that these garbage men are still like, we got your bag, Beverly.
So good. So on a scale of 1 to 10 passive aggressive suburban smiles, how deadly is serial mom?
Oh, 10, no question. Come on.
Right?
Yes.
I agree. Because like they try to make it like there's these rules, and we've seen that a lot in the movies that we cover, but there's actually no rules when it comes to Beverly. Like everything has a limit with her. Oh. There's no leeway, there's no gray area. Yeah. Freaking hilarious. This movie is probably going to be one of my favorite movies until the day I die.
Yeah, I knew I loved it, and I hadn't watched it in a while. And so when you watch it, you know, I rewatched it for the pod. You know, I'm watching it more analytically and watching it more closely. I'm making sure like not to be on my phone and be distracted. I knew I loved it. It just solidified how much I loved it. Like, I think we could talk for like 3 more hours about this movie. I mean, this movie would be fun to recap. This is a movie that I could just go on and on about. If you have not seen it, I don't know why you listened to the whole episode. Go back and watch it. Even though it's from 1994, especially if you are closer to our age, you are going to love it. I mean, younger people might not get it as much, but I think it still will hit well. Go watch it. This is great. Kathleen Turner is freaking genius in it. I love seeing Matthew Lillard as a youngster.
This paved the way
hilarious.
for him too. This got him. This launched his career, which is amazing. I really love that. And then I saw this one thing before we close. John Waters said about Beverly Sutphin's character that she isn't evil in his mind. She is a moral absolutist. She just takes social rules too seriously. And that's the whole joke of this movie. And I'm like, sir, you will always be a legend. Like, he really will. Really.
Yeah. I think she was like a metaphor to be critical of like society in general, right?
Yeah.
Just the way, and who knew how, again, it's like predicting the future. Yes, we were into true crime and we had like, we didn't consume true crime in the same way that we do now. Back then, again, we had Unsolved Mysteries. We had America's Most Wanted. But we have it now where like we have these in-depth documentaries. Only the weirdos we would hide with our copy of Helter Skelter, you know, or our true crime books. But like now it's like most people don't bat an eye at somebody.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I think, and there's something to be said about that, right? I think when I consume true crime, I try to consume it not from a like glorifying point of view. I try to consume it in an interesting, how to protect myself point of view, how to be aware of things point of view. To I'm clearly not like in the mental health profession, but like understanding the mind of people that do these crimes. And I love all true crime, not just killing. I've been fascinated lately with like embezzlers and the kind of crime, the people that do that sort of stuff too. It's like, wow, like the psychology behind it is fascinating. So I try to consume it in that way. I don't try to consume it in a glorifying way.
No.
You know, I'm only gonna wear a Psycho shirt about like Norman Bates because he's not real. I'm not gonna wear one about like Richard Ramirez. But
I have pick your poison.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think John Waters also was kind of like he was predicting like what was going to happen, because in society, I don't know how good idea it is that we do consume so much true crime. You hope everybody's consuming it in a way that I just talked about.
Yeah. And he really was ahead of the time, because this was right before OJ, as we said before. So this man was, he might be the real Miss Cleo.
Call me now. Oh my God, I haven't watched a documentary yet.
Oh, you have to.
I know. My students don't even know who she is. I make that joke when they want me to like, Miss, what do you think I got on the test? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, call Cleo. I don't know. It goes over their heads. Cleo is, you guys don't know who Cleo is. Google that shit. Cleo, what was she? A medium, a psychic, a hotline psychic? Again, such a 90s, 80s thing. Hotline psychics.
A 900 number, $2.99 a minute or some shit. It was wild. Those were the days.
Oh, man, yeah.
Man, this was so fun. I'm so glad we covered this one. Yay.
I am too. Like I said, we could keep going on and on, but we better not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, listeners, we hope our dialogue wasn't too dreadful for you, and we look forward to our next episode. Until next time, keep it dreadful.
Bye. See ya.